Hello, everybody. I'm live. I hope everybody's doing well. I think a lot of you will be surprised because I found them. I had bought some construction paper. So a lot of you know what this bag is. I have a bag in my hands that a lot of you can't see, but that's okay. I found a kind of a new way to do it. We'll see how well this works because this thing has drawers that I can pull out. So we'll see how well that works. Yeah, a lot of you may not be familiar with this, or you may be familiar with this brand. You guys know that I love using them. I found them while I was unpacking, so I was like, yay, yay. You know what that means, right? And then I also found, I bagged them up when I moved, when I was packing. This is all the Copic refills. Yeah, that I have, so keep that in mind. I may not have all of them, but it's always fun to figure out what you have in there. So I hope everybody is familiar. Oh no, I didn't adjust this correctly. So now we have a pulse. I hate when we have the pulse. So this is pale heat. It's V00. So I have no idea if these have any. These may need to be refilled. They may not because I didn't use them for a few months. This is like a pale color. They seem to be working even though I haven't used them in a while. I really should have fixed lined the camera with the camera out before I started. So keep that in mind. I haven't done this setup before. So this is a little bit of a learning process. What works on this thing? We'll go over this with another color, but this is the base color. Just like you with pencils, you go light to dark. And as you can tell, I'm using construction paper as the plotter so nothing gets in there, and I use 2 pieces. This construction paper isn't as good as my last blotting paper. So hopefully we get to do some stuff in there. So I saw that there were a few more jobs on Indeed, so I applied for 2 jobs. So hopefully the next time my brother comes, he can print out. There can be a printer, so then I can start printing out things. So I'm surprised these work because I didn't use them for a few months. Sometimes if you don't use markers, they dry up. This pale heat is working very well. This is a Copic sketch marker. Hello to the 2 people, and they can't see it, but because it's a very pale color. You know what the hair is because it's kind of difficult when you get into the top part of it. You know where the hair is? That's okay. Because Copics are very blendable. If you make a mistake, you can always cover it with a darker or a lighter color. When you're working with a Copic. Copic is just really pretty. Hello, May. How are you? I found my Copics. I'm really happy I found my Copics. That's what it's supposed to see. Yeah, I know, right? I found my Copics. I was really happy to find them. RV17, deep magenta. Zebra. I'm going to make sure I get a deeper pink. RV55, Hollycock. Yeah, I found them, so I don't know how much ink they have because I didn't use them for a really long time. May have been in storage. They were the only markers I kept. Everything else I didn't. I did keep my gel pens from Color It, the Color It gel pens. You know, I gave away a lot of things before I moved, so I couldn't take everything with me, and I was a little sad about that, but I was also kind of happy in a way because it's less stuff. I don't have blotter pages, so I bought some construction paper at the dollar store. Well, I should say my mother bought it. So that's what you see the black page underneath. So there's 2 pages. I like Copics because you can layer them like you do with the pencils. And since I had paid so much for the Copics, I wasn't going to. When my nieces come, I can't have these out, so I'm gonna have to put them high when they come because I love using Copics. And yes, I found my diamond painting, so don't worry, guys. So I was like, I'm not going to. But I'll know ahead of time when they come, so I'll just put them in a place where the kids can't reach them. But my nieces are climbers, so they climb everything. Now, I know somebody wanted mandala, but the thing is, I can't find my mandala books yet, if I even kept. The only mandala book that I was able to find, besides The Color in Heaven, and that one is kind of a complicated mandala book, was the Jason Hamilton ones, and they're small and little. Kind of happy that I found these. Because I'd wanted to work with these before, but it's like, what am I going to use as a blotter page? And I found my refills, so I was so glad I've had packed in that box the Copics and the refills, put them in the same place. Probably did that because I realized I was going to need to do that. The thing about the Copics is I love the brush tip. Everything is replaceable on that. The nibs, the ink. To me, I think Copics are really, if you love markers, Copics are really a nice thing. Nome is like, and I love the paper in this book. This is the artist edition, so this was one of my more. They have one that isn't an artist edition, I think, of this book in the cheaper Amazon paper. But to me, if you're going to get a book and you're going to spend the money, I highly recommend the artist book. Once you buy the refills, they're really not. Now, when you buy the refills, they're expensive, but you got to think about quality versus quantity. You know, the first time you buy them, they are going to be expensive. I'll say the first that you buy are going to be pricey. But once you buy the refills, when I refill the nibs, when I refill my thing, I take out the big tip instead of the little tip. True. Not being wasteful with them either. I feel like sometimes, you know, when we buy the budget friendly, this is not to say that I don't buy the budget friendly stuff, but I do. Hi, Molly. We are coloring. I know some people wanted me to do a mandala today, but I didn't feel like doing a mandala, and I'm coming on a little bit earlier than I normally do. But I'm like, yeah, I'm also doing laundry. My mother's watching TV in the other room if you hear some noise. You know, the new place is really nice. I'm still figuring out how things work here. No, we did this. And I didn't take my nib today. See, and these are the newer ones. Like, I have a lot of the older ones and the newer ones. So when I take them out, I take them out. See, but the new nibs, the new refills are better for the Copics. I still have a lot of the older ones. So I'll refill it. The new one's a little bit better in some ways. In some ways, I like the old ones. But I can measure with the new ones a lot more effectively than I could do with the old ones. And I'm refilling one right now with the new one. So. And I started watching Stranger Things. Yeah, I know. I'm late to the party. But you know what's nice about starting a series that has a lot of seasons and a lot of episodes? Is that you can watch it and not feel bad if you haven't been in the party. I came to Cobra Kai late too, so you see that? How the base color sometimes is. So you see I'm shaking it after I refill it. See, when you get a Copic, see these look like thinner, they're better. So I have to make sure that when I put these back in, make sure that they're nice and tight. So you see, once you refill it and you shake it, the ink comes back better. The new ones are better because you can kind of, like, I didn't like the new refills at first. Yeah, and I need to get tabs, you know, like those little sticky tabs again. I don't know what happened to a lot of my sticky tabs because they're not here yet, so I'll probably have to find a little store that sells them cheap, like a Ross or something. Over here, there's a lot of Dollar Trees, I noticed. And I'm kind of happy that Virgin River is coming back. I'm like, because they left us on such a cliffhanger. So they kind of left us like, What's going to happen, we don't know. Who likes this color? Who thinks we should do a darker color? If you think I should do a darker color, let me know. Should we do more colors or should we do her eyes? This is a newer color. This is petroleum blue. I love petroleum blue. So I know I was doing this because I like doing the colors. We can do green. Do blue and then we'll do a green around it. This is mint green. Making a nice bright green with these nice, and then metal green. My mother likes watching things about, documentaries about murder, and you all guys know this. Then we do the green in there, around there, so that way it's nice and pretty. You guys sometimes like to do 2 or 3 colors in the eyes. See, now I see I need more, that I missed some parts of the hair. I always feel like I miss something when I do a Hannah Lynn image. How many of you feel like you miss something when you do the Hannah Lynn's colors? I always feel like we miss something. Forest green. I really like the greens and really, you don't color Hannah Lynn? Well, that's okay. Not everybody. It's not everybody's cup of tea. There's certain artists that I like that other artists don't like. Like a lot of people don't color Mardell Rubio, and I like his images. I don't really color a lot of the book fantasies. I right now don't have my printer. So once I get my printer, I'll be able to do more stuff. But this book here, May, is a well, I need to get a job to, And when I apply for these jobs, a lot of them are in the 92653 zip code. I'm the 92637. So I think it's going to be right outside my community, which would be nice if I could just get up and take a bus, not too long, to go to work. I've been applying on Indeed, so hopefully I get. So hopefully. With this is that it's so. I think that sometimes with Hannah Lynn, there's so many little details with her work. So get that in there. R35, which is coral. And I noticed that I always like to have red in my pictures. You know, we all like the red. You guys tell me if you like this layout a little bit better. I took out the drawer to keep the camera. I did a little bit of a different orientation, you know, because this is a new space. This room right now is being used as a storage area till we get more stuff and do, you know, more stuff. No. No, I'm not going to color background because I don't really like doing backgrounds. And that's just a personal thing. Doesn't mean it's wrong, it's just not what I do. We get the red in there. Anybody want? I think I want a different. I think I want to do another color in there just to make it more bright. No, I don't do abnormal hair colors. RV09, which is fuchsia. We'll see what the fuchsia looks like. If we like it, then we just do it every other color. You guys like this better or the other color better? Tell me what color you like, the darker purple or the lighter purple, guys. Oh, should we do a two-tone? Should we do a two-tone or one-tone? Molly, May, and the other 5 people in there. I only got 1 like and there's 7 people. So should we do it like a two-tone? And then with the markers, I can do this. 2 tones. And to do it 2 tones. Hi, Fluxo. How are you? You're new. I don't think I know you unless you're going by a different name. You know, people change their names. I think I like it too, Tone. It's good to see you. You know, I like the colors. I like the two tone. I think May had a good idea. Keep it two tones because then it looks different, you know. Not that one, keeping things one color is always good, but hey, Pam. RV10, pale pink. Gotta find my skin tones. Oh, please. Don't worry, I can find it. I'm just looking for my earth tones, guys. That's all. Looking for my earth tones. That's not my skin tone. 95, 821. Always finding the colors that you need that you always have a problem with. It's earth tones mostly I use for skin tones on this. Looking for my raw silk and my fairly beige. That's what I'm looking for. Guys, it's not you. I'm just looking for my skin tones. Looking for my skin tones. So raw silk, fairly beige, 821, E95, and E00. That's what I'm looking for. This is E00. This is cotton pearl. worst comes to worst, I'll use my pencils to fix it. Yes, this is a brush tip. That is Cotton Pearl Soft Sun E21. That is dry. I do not know if I have the refill for that. That is very dry. I'll have to look and see if I have it. If I don't have it, we'll skip it. E21. I have a lot of colors here, so keep that in mind. The refills are not organized yet. Maybe I should do the pink flamingo. I found my E21. I know, Joanna. I've been doing some screen there, but I had to find something. E21. E21 is, oh no, I can't even do it. So we'll have to put E21 back because that's not going to work. That color is it's kind of like hard to do. So that is a dead color. So we do E95. So I get the tint I want. I'll tell you what color this is. If anybody's wondering what color this is, E95. It is called tea orange. You can use it as a skin tone. A lot of people don't use it as a skin tone. I do if I want to get darker shades. I'm starting, before I left the old house, I was starting to do darker skin tones, like tanner skin tones. I know Joanna also has been going through a lot too. The thing about the Copics is they have a lot of nice skin tones you can use. And there's some colors that you wouldn't think could be used as skin tones, but I found that you can use them as skin tones. You see now this is getting darker. Like when you lay down the Copics, they don't look very dark, but they are dark. Some of the colors, so sometimes the lighter colors come out darker and sometimes the darker colors come out lighter. Yeah, moving is so much harder than everybody says it is. And this is Raw Silk E53. This will be the last color in the to do, so hopefully. Not as dark as I thought it was going to be. It's a little dry, this muffin. Put it in a That's so E53. Hold on, guys. I gotta find E53 because E53 is a little dry. E53 is a little dry. So, looking for my E53. We do it whenever we can't find it. We saw it before, now we can't find it. Sure enough, I found my E53. Just have to remember what containers are in it. Yeah. I moved last week. Yeah, so, and we still haven't unpacked. And then, there's still like 2 more boxes at my brother's house. But my brother was so happy to, I think, not that they were bad, I think. It's kind of hard when you are living in someone else's house and you're on someone else's schedule. True enough. Because I haven't used these in a while, Markers are a little dry. Just tip them just a little bit with the Copics. Markers are a little bit dry with the Copics. The nibs just gently put a little bit of ink on them. So they don't be like totally dry. But these were the, these are the markers that, I had them in storage for a while, so of course they're a little dry. Now I have to shake it up real good. You know what they say, shake it real good. I think a lot of us moved this year. You like do the colors. This is the raw silk. This paper, the artist edition, if you ever get offered the chance to buy artist edition books, I highly recommend it because the paper works better for markers. Artist editions always work better if you mark the person. Yes, I'm in California when everybody uses something different when they color. With me, I find my Copics was just so much fun. Me and Mom will probably go on a walk later on. It's so hot here though. What color should we make her outfit? There's a little water there, so we'll make that a nice blue. I think that's mint green. That looks like a turquoise blue, right? This is Tahitian blue. Yes, I moved to California. It is so nice here. It's dry. B14 is a light moon blue. Eventually, when I get unpacked, I'll reorganize my. Wow, that's a nice thing. Yeah, that'll be nice for them, I think. B25 pale blackberry. This is like a violet color. See, I'm going a little darker. True. RB66. RB66. No, that doesn't work. V505. Azalea. That works. Hey, Dad, how are you? You're new. V5, the blackberry. When I'm better organized, because my brother still has to go through all the comic books. Oh, thank you for sharing the channel out. That's good. It's always good. That means more people come in and get to see what we're doing. When I prefer, I buy a new Copic marker. I buy like 4, 5, 6 markers. When I do Copics, I try to get as many of the refills as I can because they're not easy to get. Oh, what kind of games do you play? Like role-playing games, action games, shootout games? Everybody has something different that they like to do. Colorless. I try to keep all my colors very similar and very much the same. VO5 Azalea. Try not to go too out of the box. At some point, you're gonna do just beautiful stuff. Spectrum green. Oh, okay. So you like those kind of games. No, I always like to see what people like to play because different people like different things. Trash Bag Fashion Lover, this is a coloring channel. So I don't think this is necessarily the channel for you. This is a coloring and diamond painting channel, so that way you see. Okay. Oh, is my audio very muffled? I didn't realize it. This is a coloring channel, so this may not be the right channel for you. This is neutral gray number 4. I don't have many grays for the Copic, so keep that in mind. I do love this book. His dad is from. Really? I may follow that channel, I may not follow that channel. You know, for a few months I wasn't on YouTube because I was in the middle of a couple of things happened to me. A lot of you know some of that happened if you happen to watch my I'm Back kind of stream. I don't really think this picture needs a background because I think it's kind of a, yeah, I know, right? RB25. I was going to do it in a darker purple, but this is one of those colors that I got in the regular coat because at the time they didn't have it in sketch. If you buy the sketch markers, they tend to only have certain colors, but if you buy the regular Copics, they have them in all the colors. Most of the colors that you can't get in sketch. So, you know, I have some chows, I have a lot of the regular Copics, and I have a lot of the sketches. You know, when I started using them, I had only gotten 3 because I at the time was having a subscription to Sketchbox. I don't have that because I was moving and I had to cut off a lot of things because I was moving and, you know, I didn't know how long I would be not as. It's okay to color outside the line because this is for enjoyment. You know, I had a lot of things happen to me this year that I wasn't expecting to happen. Some of those things totally took me by surprise. You know, and I'm thinking about taking some CPE classes too. I love this mermaid. I'm not going to color background because I don't, number one, don't really like doing them. Number two, I don't think it needs it. Oh, done that. But you see the colors once the marker is dry, it's a lot different. Your colors can work for you if you make them different. Well, someone said put blue in it, but it's hard to do blue with this color. I just think that the mermaid works. So, and this was all done with Copics sketches, Copic chows. So you see, we did a lot of the work on that. So let's put that there, right? But you can always tell the sign of a, what is the sign of a juicy marker, everybody? As Miss Ann would say. The sign of a nice juicy marker, as Miss Ann would say, over the colorful life, or what she was known back then as the colorful life. I don't think she does as much coloring as she used to do. I think now she does those chats, which I really like, and then she does those reborns that everybody likes. So, but Miss Ann would say the sign of a juicy marker is what? This is the sign of a juicy marker. And then if you have blotter pages, you can tell how much the blotter. See, I use black pages as my blotter because, you know, I have this one in the simpler version. This one, they have a more complicated version of it. So the more complicated, I did the more simple version. I think this is the more complicated. See, the one over here is the more complicated version of it, right? And then she does, then you do the simpler version, and we did the simpler version. But Copics do that better than any other marker. But you see, this is the, well, she started off as a colorist. Remember that, May? So, you know, I like that one. And this is the only mandala book that I've been able to find so far, besides the Color in Heaven one. So I think I've done these. I'm doing mostly in order, or trying to fill in the gaps. When I get a chance, I try to fill in the gaps. So this will probably be the next one that we do. Probably do one of these because people have been asking me for mandalas. So we'll probably do a mandala. But I wanted to do these because these are just beautiful pieces. We can do this, and that's really a nice piece. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this. I'm not doing a background because I think it looks pretty enough without the background, and I just don't want to do a color that doesn't pop. Now, a lot of you know that I don't do a lot of two-tone hairs, but you know, today I felt like I could do the two tones, that they would look better. So I hope you all have enjoyed this stream. I have enjoyed doing it a lot as well with you guys. So I hope you guys come back next time I'm live, and everybody have a good time. Stay safe, stay healthy, wear masks, wash your hands, and remember, stay healthy and appreciate your help. You never know when it can go. Bye, everybody.